happy that 50% of those entries came from markets outside of North America. Very proud of that. And the winner this year came from the European market. She's a photographer based in Berlin. One of the things that we wanted to do with the competition is celebrate what is possible with self-publishing and what is possible with the photography, and then celebrate the photographers themselves. And we did that by creating 3 different categories where people can enter the competition. There's an editorial category, a fine art category, and a portfolio category. We then pulled together an amazing array of judges and jurors. Many of them will be names that you recognize. What we wanted to do is bring in editorial experts, bring in curators, bring in photographers, and bring in a set of jurors where when people had their work submitted, they knew it was going to be reviewed by some very, very influential and very knowledgeable jurors. So names you'll recognize like Martin Parr, Brian Smith, Monica Allende, Michael Mack, and it goes on, and there's signs around that really speak to the jurors. One of the questions several folks have asked me tonight is, how do they decide who wins? How do you pick a winner for a photography book competition? And let me share that it is so different than a photography competition on its own. If you submit to a competition where they're just looking at images, it's about that single image. It's about getting that perfect frame. When you think about a book, you have to think about your work in a completely different way. You have to think about the story you want to tell, the beginning, the middle, the end. You have to think about editing your work, pacing your work. You have to think about the typography, the cover design, and how you put the whole thing together. And when they judge these books, that's what they're looking for. It's the complete package. And there's no other competition today that looks at that whole range of work. And that's what Blurb is here celebrating tonight, and that's what Photography Book Now is all about. So if you looked around, you've probably seen a lot of books, some very impressive books. Let me speak specifically to the grand prize winner, whose name is Judith Steniken. And Judith is a photographer based in Berlin and wanted to celebrate the airport, the historic airport in Berlin that was closing at Tempelhof. And she took photographs from February through October 2008 and put them together in a beautifully curated book. And what stood out for the judges on that one, because we did talk to them afterwards and had them tell us why they picked that, is just the way that she took sort of the large format landscape type images and brought them together. Here we go. If you haven't seen it yet. And brought them together with a real sensibility. They really liked the way she edited the work, they liked the way she sequenced the work, and they felt that it stood out among all others as just, an exceptional book. And I'll pass it around just for fun. Let me just, while we're passing on, let me just share one moment.